And we have never had a battle mash. We have never had an act of violence. We have never had any citizen breaching any law. But the PNP and JLP have had their functions where murders have been committed, violence have taken place, even at their conference, and they don't tell them they can't keep their event. So the time has come now when them have to be fair and balanced.
You can't keep away from we now.
Because they say we will be disturbing over there, and they don't have enough police. That is what happened. What we want to do, Mama P, we are asking for the exoneration of 4 of our national heroes. Because they are still classified as criminals. The Honorable Marcus Garvey, Paul Bogle, George William Gordon, and Samuel Sharp.
And I, Joseph, for my heritage, no.
There's nowhere I go in the world.
Yes.
That I do not carry Marcus Garvey.
I know that. I want him to be exonerated. Of you, the people here, that has caused the government to decide that as of September, the philosophy and opinions
of Marcus Garvey.
It is the power of you, the people here, that has caused the KSAC, the Kingston and St. Andrew Parish Council, that did a lot to harm Marcus Garvey, that tomorrow they are going to present posthumously the key of the city. It is the power of you, the people here, that has caused them to declare that from now on, every 17th of August will be declared Marcus Garvey Day. It has been a long time and many persecutions, but they cannot stop the truth. They cannot stop the truth from rising to the top. So we're just going to ask the Honorable Dr. Julius Garvey to bless us with a few words before we drive off.
Yeah, this is a wonderful reception, and I'd like to thank you all for being here to welcome me. I really feel welcomed, I feel loved, and it's good to be back here in my native Jamaica, the land of my birth, and the land of the birth of my father. And my father's message, you know, has gone out from little Jamaica all over the world, and it's coming back to little Jamaica in the seed. All right? So we're a very powerful people, okay? Because we're the first people on earth. So you know that is the most powerful everywhere, okay? And they could not destroy us with slavery. They could not destroy us with colonialism. They could not destroy us with neo-colonialism. They could not destroy us with globalization. So we shall triumph.
What the title showed was that they were willed by your grandfather to yourself and Marcus Jr.
No, I don't think so. It's probably from my mother.
No,
because I did not know my grandfather.
No, but you didn't have to know him. But on the title itself, and I'll show you before you leave, on the titles, it had yourself and Marcus. That is how I know that both of your name, or at least Marcus' name, and middle name was Jacques. Because it had you know, but it had your mother as trustee. So that was how we did it.
I think my mother did that. I think my mother did that. Because you see, the properties were divided up between 5 children. Yes. One died in the Spanish influenza that went through the world, 1920s or whatever it was. And then there were 4.
Yes.
Two sisters, 2 brothers. Amy Jacques lived next door. She married Repo, the Repo family.
Yes.
And then my brother, Cleveland, he was the second behind my mother.
Your uncle?
My uncle, yeah.
Cleveland, right.
Second behind my mother.
Yes.
And then Jocelyn.
Yes.
And each of them had property going up.
Right.
And my mother had this going around.
No, Jocelyn, no.
He lived in there for a long time.
Right.
And he died there.
Right. But this particular spot we are on now, Jocelyn, who was a pilot. Right. So Jocelyn willed it to a daughter of his.
Yes. Not this one. It was further up.
Well,
he was 51, I think.
Well,
but his property he willed to his daughter, who is a nurse, and she lives in the States.
She's presently living in New York. I think I sent you an email to that.
Maybe, yes, but she is living there.
Right. But at least that is what your knowledge will help us now, because to identify precisely. But we were thinking that this was Jocelyn's property, and that Jocelyn passed it to his daughter, which we were glad for, because at least it's still in the family.
Let me see where Jake's road is, because this may be the upper one, and this could be Jocelyn's one, and then the others down there are my aunt and my mother's going around to Jake's.
Right.
But if this is the highest one, then this would be Jocelyn.
That is what our research is showing us at the moment.
The 53, which is Jocelyn.
And
then from down there going around. Yeah.
But the key thing is that we were told that this house your mother used to live in. From your memory, that's
53,
correct.
We lived there for a short time, and let's see, because my uncle Cleveland, he was divorced and he came to live with us, and you know that was happening, and
Some of the elders are wrong.
places were rented out and so on. But then each of us moved to separate places. Yes,
because the elders around seem to.
Yeah, when we came back, you see what happened when we came back from England.
Yes,
we were living at 53.
Well, this is it.
Yeah, but like I said, over time we moved to our own place, because then this was really Jocelyn and so on. Right. And, or maybe it was Cleveland or one of them. But then he was married and lived somewhere else. Okay, and then so when Mama and we came back, we lived here.
Yes.
And then after that, no, she moved into her own place. She built on the property and moved into her own place.
Probably when you walk around, I might see that other one.
Yeah. So because there are two places that we live. Yeah.
Like we said, what over the years, as we all know, a lot of emphasis, quite rightly so, is placed on the great works that the Honorable Marcus Garvey did to uplift all of us, black people, throughout the world. But what is not known, and it ought to be, is the extent of the work of Amy Jacques Garvey, not only in her own right as a queen, but also to make available to us so much of the works and the writings of the Honorable Marcus Garvey. And consequently, we feel that upon this visit, whereas we have put a lot of emphasis, because yesterday was Marcus Garvey Day and so on, but we think the mother of the nation ought to get recognition of the highest honor. The name Jacques, Amy Jacques' father came from Haiti, and there has always been a strong link between Haiti and Jamaica that many people don't know. The Jacques family in Haiti come from a line of royal people who have ruled Haiti, come right down. They were emperors in Haiti that was known as Jacques. So Amy
the
Jacques,
first mayor of Kingston,
was also Jacques. So the people of Jacques Road ought to know that history, and we're going to document that history, Dr. Julius. The places that you have shown us here today will be landmarked, and we will relate it to the National Heritage Trust. What we want is to reach a level, because the home of Amy Jacques Garvey, now that he has shown us the exact house where he grew up in, that we are going to get the Heritage Trust to create and make that house a heritage site in this country. And I can assure you, we're going to get artifacts, we're going to get monuments, and make it a place of pilgrimage, where people, both local and international, school children, tourists, and everyone will feel honored to visit the house where Amy Jacques Garvey lived and grew up her children. So we really give thanks for what is happening here. There'll be more history, there'll be more research. We have been doing the research. He is now here to confirm that research and empower us in our drive. So we're going to call upon Dr. Julius Garvey now to bless us with a few words. Let's welcome him.
Well, I'm going to remove it from the level of abstraction to reality. You know, there was a little young lady here, I told her to come over and take a picture. she signaled that she was barefoot and she didn't want her picture taken. But I used to run around here barefoot. I used to run over range bush barefoot. And when prickle juke me, pick the prickle out of my foot. So nothing wrong with being barefoot. Okay, of course, you know, Muta is barefoot all the time as a symbol. Okay, that don't prevent you from going anywhere or being anything.
Yeah, it's been a wonderful
Cool out
event.
after a long
Thank you all
flight. We give thanks.
for coming in and 3 days with you all.
We give
So
thanks. We'll just ask our older kids to just say a few words of thanks and prayer for the Father for bringing the Prophet's Son to us safely and wisely.
Yes, this is a occasion that it merits praise to the Almighty God. Why? He represents for us the upsurge that we think now, black upsurge. Marcus Garvey paved the road in that he shows how to identify with our own self, meaning black people had no hope if they weren't guided by such inspired people. Marcus Garvey.
God bless.
We are here thanking God, of course, for the benefits we have reaped because of his life. So therefore, we give thanks unto the Almighty God, the Father,
God,
our
in
Lord,
the name of
and
this.
Jesus Christ. For he has kept us and brought us together and received us. May he again keep us from all evil and present us faultless before his throne. May the power of the holy angels, martyrs, virgins, and all be with our Father here. The only hope for us as people, black people, as humanity, is to have people who would guide us into our future. Because our future must be prepared by us who hope for this new, as it is said in Ethiopia, the new renaissance.
True.
The new beginning. So may we use this as a platform to enter into this new horizon.
Sure.
Yes.